Hey, we're back. Coffee with Ken. It's another episode. July 4th, happy America Day to all my friends down in the United States of America. Keep things going, keep things strong, and whatever other freedom stuff you got going on down there. I salute you guys, and happy 4th of July day, and I guess gonna be weekend soon. Kind of sucks it's on a Thursday. I don't know if you guys are gonna be working on Friday, but anyways, I digress. Listen, I'm back. We have some amazing things to talk about. Got a new listing coming up, 130 North Shore Boulevard in Burlington, Ontario. It's North Shore Boulevard East. There's a 2,800 square foot bungalow on the property, and 105 by 150 stream in the back. It's absolutely gorgeous. Really cool lot, and lots of opportunity there if you want to reno the existing house or maybe tear that one down and put up a dream house. I'd love to show it to you. 130 North Shore Boulevard East in Burlington. If you want to see that, gonna actually start having some sponsors on the podcast. I want to start promoting local businesses more, and so we're gonna get some more sponsors on the podcast. Stay tuned for that. All right, so here we go. Gonna talk to you today about a couple of things. Want to touch base. We are through 6 months of this year, 2019. First 6 months, they are gone. Absolutely gone. You're not gonna get them back. So if you're thinking about doing something in the real estate market, we've got 6 months left in 2019. Want to talk to you about the Burlington stats, the Oakville stats, Greater Toronto stats. Got a couple of articles I want to actually just touch base on as well. So right now, up to date in Burlington, average, I'm gonna do both side by side, Oakville and Burlington. Burlington, average price, $783,000, kind of cool. Oakville, 1.1 million right now. So definitely a bigger discrepancy, almost $300,000 of discrepancy in terms of price, Burlington being the cheaper one. Monthly change, both increased. In fact, Burlington went from up 3.2% month over month. Oakville 5.3% month over month. So Oakville starting to get a little bit more activity. Quarterly change, Oakville up again 3.7, Burlington 2.7. Not a drastic difference. This is where the difference is though. Year to date, Oakville 0.6% change. Nothing, literally. Like went from 1 million to 1,060,000. Nothing crazy. But Burlington, on the other hand, 6.4%. So that's actually a significant change. Kind of neat. And I actually messed up that 0.06. Like no change at all in Oakville. So Burlington, we're seeing a little bit more activity, but Oakville is actually picking it up month over month from last month. So interesting things happening in the real estate market. Oakville housing inventory versus Burlington housing inventory. Oakville has 1,050 listings currently as of today, over the last 28 days. Burlington 638, so significant difference in the amount of listings. 323 homes sold over the last month. Burlington 245. In Oakville and Burlington, 25 days versus 23 days of average days on market means when a home gets listed, it takes an average of 25 days in Oakville, 23 days in Burlington. If your home goes over this, you're probably priced too high. So just take that into consideration. Selling to listing price ratio is 97%, 98% in Burlington. So basically, if the house comes on at $500,000, it sells for basically $500,000, and you go $490 to $495. So healthy real estate market both in the Oakville and Burlington areas. These stats came from Zolo.ca. They are an independently owned and operated real estate brokerage, but they do a ton of stats, and I think they put out one of the better statistical analysis of any brokerage out there. So check them out, Zolo.ca. If you want more stats, you can just type in your city. I have a list of top fives, okay? Top fives. So, excuse me. We have the average and median price of the top 5 cities in Ontario, and then we have price growth and days on market. So, top 5. Now there's the averages, and then there's the median. The median is very, very accurate. The average is kind of a broad based. I'm gonna go median, okay? So Vaughan tops it out at $925,000. $900,000 as a median price. Oakville comes in second at $915. Richmond Hill comes in at $904. That's number 3. King City and Caledon top out, round out the top 5, $883 and $870 in terms of the top 5 median priced markets. So you have $925,000 lying around. Oakville and Vaughan are going to be kind of the 2 areas you're going to be in. Price growth, this is the cities that are experiencing crazy price growth, okay? Richmond Hill, number 1, 13%. This is over the last year. Halton Hills, Vaughan, Milton, and Caledon round out the top 5, all 7.7, 9.2, 9.7, 10%. So we're seeing sort of that. We noticed in Oakville 5.6%. There's actually cities, Richmond Hill is doubling that, 13.3%. And then average days on market, we said that Burlington and Oakville were in the 23 and 25 range. Toronto, Brampton, Ajax, Milton, and Mississauga, all in that 17 and 18 day on market range. So overall, we're in a very healthy real estate market. If you're thinking about making a move, it's a perfect time. Actually, I want to talk to you about that. If you're thinking about making a move, now is the right time to do so. The reason being is simple. We have a lot less inventory than we do have buyers. But if you're a buyer, you actually have 18 days and 25 days with days on market. You have some time to look at some property and make an executive and educated decision on a significant investment in your life, okay? So, listen, I'd love to sit down and talk with you about real estate. And I would actually like to talk to you about why I'm completely different than most other agents. And I'm gonna do that just real brief right now. All of us are gonna do professional photography. All of us are gonna do professional videography. We're probably gonna get floor plans done. We're gonna probably stage the house if it needs it. We're even gonna recommend things to fix up. Maybe you need to paint a bedroom or redo the carpets or whatever, things have to happen to make your house sell for more money. Here's what I do completely differently. A lot of agents put their listing on Facebook and maybe hit the boost button. It's horrible, don't do that. Now exposure's fine, but I actually have a full team of Facebook advertisers, Google SEO, and we actually target people looking for a home just like yours. Now, what we do is get you a lot more exposure for people that are actually thinking about buying a home just like yours. So, a lot of realtors can put it on MLS.ca, cross your fingers, let's get it done. Not us, we're proactive. I wanna get out there and I wanna get your home sold quickly and for top dollar. And there's a strategy to that, and I'm not gonna share everything right now, but we are going to make sure that we separate your house from the competition. And some homes that I've looked at potentially listing this year and they've actually went with another agent, they're still sitting on the market. We're talking on average 23, 24 days. These homes are sitting at like 90, 100, 120 days. I don't know if the agent went in and wanted to offer a cheaper commission or oversold their services. The reality is, if you pick somebody that doesn't have a great social media strategy, you're missing out on a huge portion of the marketplace of people that are looking. So my simple value add proposition is, when you work with someone like me, you get, number one, someone who has 10 plus years in the construction industry. I'm gonna walk in and make sure your house is properly ready to go. I'm gonna recommend neutral paint colors. I'm gonna give you that opportunity to get extra feedback and provide extra value from that perspective. But then on top of that, you're actually gonna get a social media expert when it comes to selling and listing and finding buyers for your home. Very important. So if you're sitting down with a real estate agent and you're like, hey, I want to sell my house, what are you gonna do to get the most exposure? You need to make sure they understand fundamentally what's happening with Facebook and Google SEO. Like fundamentally, if they don't, you're gonna have a harder time getting a more expensive price for your home. Doesn't mean that someone's necessarily gonna pay more, but you're gonna get more eyeballs. You're getting more attention, so it's very important. Want to touch base real quick, because this video is going a little bit long. Number one article that I've seen in the last couple of weeks, this is pretty big. Bank of Canada will start cutting its key lending rate in October. This is coming from Capital Economics, Stephen Brown. He's a senior economist there. This was done by Yahoo Personal Finance. they're actually expecting 2 additional rate cuts beyond that one. 3 rate cuts before 2022, okay? Investors are right to price lower interest rates from the Bank of Canada. A single 25 basis point cut priced in the futures markets for the next 12 months does not go far enough. Basically, to summarize his article, or the article from Yahoo Finance, they feel like the economy is going to start slowing down and contracting a little bit. It's not going to go into recession territory from what I can read on this article, but in order to stimulate some more growth in the economy, the Bank of Canada is actually going to cut their key prime lending rate, basically the rate that banks they borrow from, and then they set their own rates. So what does that mean? Kind of cool. Number one, the economy is going to start to slow down a little bit. That's what they're saying. Be ready. That's number one. Number two, if the banks are going to start, if the Bank of Canada is going to start lowering their rate, that means the banks are going to follow suit. That means money's become cheaper. They want to get more stimulation in the real estate economy and really more into the economy in general. So, if you're thinking about making a move the next couple of years, it's going to be good for real estate. At the end of the day, it's going to be good for real estate. And anything that's good in real estate kind of benefits the rest of the economy. So, that's it. It's over. Coffee with Ken. I didn't really drink any coffee. We had a good chat. Listen, if you have any questions, sold@kenparkin.com. Fire me an email. I would love to sit down and have a chat with you if it's to do with real estate, if it's to do with construction, if it's to do with anything. Just let me know, what in the world can I do for you specifically? That is my job. That's my role. I'd love to connect. The other thing is, if you're a local small business, I'd love to start putting out your business and promotions on my podcasts. Do a lot of paid promotional podcasting, meaning I do this and then I actually go and broadcast it all over Facebook and promote it all over Facebook. So if you'd like to partner with me and you'd like to get some more exposure for your business, I'd love to chat. We have a full digital team too, so we can actually help you with your digital SEO if your website's lacking a little bit. I've got a team that is fantastic at driving new customers into your business and growing your business from the ground up, and actually just adding more people into your pipeline. So if you're thinking about getting some advertising done, I'd love to sit down and have a chat. Coffee with Ken. Been a great episode. Happy 4th of July. We're gonna chat real soon.